Alright, guys, so let's talk about the review for the Superman movie. Uh, so, let's start off with uh, the first thing, like, the most mind numbing thing first. Like, so, you got a kaiju sized monster, right? About to rampage through the city. Superman is fighting it. It's sort of like these people trying to evacuate and move out of the way and leave the area. They're literally standing there recording the entire time, and this have been true throughout the movie. Like a lot of the times they're just standing there while there's destruction happening near them, and they're just standing there videoing. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it's because like there's a couple times in the movie where like every time they mention an incident with Superman, all right, they said that there's no casualties, like nobody died, but there are like some people that were injured, but nobody died. So I'm wondering if it's that or the writers clearly forgot human instincts exist. I think it's more the latter part that they forgot the human instinct exists, and that will be rolling on to my next point. Common sense have been completely thrown out the window. It is so crazy. Like I'm watching this show, I'm like, does anybody in this movie have common sense? So, by the way, spoiler alert. I forgot to say that. Spoiler alert. I'll be talking about things that happened in the movie, so I might there will be spoilers in it. So Lex decrypted this video that Superman parents sent, but it was damaged, and Lex decrypted the rest of the video, and the rest of the video was practically saying like what was the rest of the video saying? It was practically saying his parents were practically saying that, oh yeah, he should conquer Earth because Earth is gonna be easy to conquer because humans are weak and some stuff like that. Like humans are weak, conquer Earth, have a lot of wives and shit like that, so you can like populate the Earth and like yeah, repopulate Krypton species in total, the Kryptonian species by breeding with a lot of women on Earth and shit. So the people thought that was true. Oh yeah, and in that clip, it also said Superman should kill anybody that goes against what he wants. So the people saw that and thought it was true. Superman was near them after Superman was just finished fighting a monster to save their lives. So Superman just finished fighting the monster, and they were all cheering for Superman. Blah blah blah. Then they released this video on news. Everybody was watching it, so they believed the video and saying he's a piece of shit. Again, please remember the context of the video that was posted. These people decided to start throwing things at him. They thought what was there was real, and they thought the correct response was to throw things at the guy that in that same video their parents said kill anybody that oppose you guys. I'm like, what? Bro could have turned everybody into ash before the thing even hit him. But I'm not sure if this Superman could do that though, because we're gonna touch more on that. So now we're rolling over into the next point, which is like, was this actually a Superman movie? It felt like a super mid movie. Wait, that's kind of cringe. That's kind of cringe. But yeah, it felt like more of like this didn't feel like a Superman movie. The movie started off with Superman getting his cheeks clapped. Like bro was face planted on the ground, breathing, panting heavily, injured and shit. And that's how the movie started. For like 2 hours, Superman was, I think it's around 2 hours. He was just getting his cheeks clapped majority of the show. His clone, a Superman clone, a clone of him beating him. This Nano chick, I don't even remember her name. I just know that Nano Tech is running through a stream and she can shapeshift and stuff like that. It's giving him work. It's Superman, bro. Then these random soldiers that have nanotech also, he's struggling to deal with them also. The dog, what was his name again? Crypto. The dog Crypto. I felt like he was more useful than Superman. He was more super than Superman. Like, I don't get what was happening in the movie. I don't know what was going on, to be honest. Like, I was trying my best to grasp what they're doing and what the goal is. I don't know. But talking about the Superman part of Superman, like, he doesn't use his laser sight, heat vision. Why did I say laser sight? He doesn't use his laser. I said laser sight again. Heat vision for like 1 hour and 10 minutes in the movie. And you can forget about frost breath. Bro used it like to push himself back from a black hole at one point and then use it to blow someone away from danger. Not the frosty frost, but yeah, the wind part of it. Like, you can completely forget about that because he did not use it. He barely acts like Superman this entire movie until like the final chunk of the movie. Like, I do not know what was going on. Oh, yeah. Touching on that. Like, there was this time where he's flying in the sky, going closer to the sun. And if I remember well from like the Justice League films, Superman is the second fastest man in the planet. And currently, in this movie, Flash doesn't exist as it, I think. And so he's currently the fastest man on Earth. You're telling me the nano chick and the clown is keeping up with Superman that's flying towards the sun, meaning that he's getting stronger the closer he gets to the sun. They're keeping up with him. I literally don't get that. The show was, I don't know, like for the first 2 hours of the movie it was like pissing me off, like a lot. Oh, by the way, Kara's dog was annoying, but at the same time, as I said, he was more super than Superman in the entire movie. I really don't get what was going on with the entire movie. The dog was annoying, but I guess they justified it at the ending part when Kara came to pick up the dog, and Kara was like, the dog was playing with Kara and he was just smashing Kara in the ground and Kara was just laughing. That, I guess that explained his like bad behavior throughout the entire movie. That was like really annoying. It would be like an annoying dog, but I'm like wondering why would they put that in the movie and like what's the purpose of it. But yeah, I guess his bad behavior was explained. And he really had great moments, like funny moments, like when he was chasing, what was his name again, Mr. Terrific's stuff. It was kind of funny. And yeah, when he was smashing Lex Luthor, I'm like, yes, finally, bro, finally. Bro was getting hands placed on him. Like, it was actually funny and shit. So yeah. And what else can I talk about? Yeah, the side characters carrying the plot. I don't know. As again, it wasn't a Superman movie. It didn't feel like a Superman movie. I swear Jimmy Olsen, was that his name? Jimmy Olsen? I don't remember his last name. Jimmy and Lex's ex-girlfriend had more impact on the show than Superman did. When NPCs are doing more to stop the main threat than the Man of Steel, something is wrong with your Superman movie. I promise you, it felt like Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, and what's his name, Mr. Terrific, did more than Superman in that movie. Probably I'm wrong. Everybody has their can have their own opinion on that, but my opinion is that like yeah, I don't know. Like they did more. Superman was very much mid the entire time, almost the entire movie. So yeah, so the next thing, where is Clark Kent? Like, bro had like 2 scenes as Clark Kent, then you never see him again. We didn't get much of the double life factor. I get that it's a movie and you have to choose what and what to be in the movie, because like movies go like for 3 hours versus like a TV series that can have many episodes. But still, there was barely the double life factor, which is a part of the character, which is Superman himself. I don't know, man. I don't know. Superman needing help to deal with some small level alien too. was kind of crazy. Probably he didn't need the help to deal with like I'm talking about the kaiju sized monster in like the beginning part of it. Is kind of crazy to me. But probably he didn't need help from the Justice Gang for now. That's the name for now, Justice Gang. But yeah, uh, it's like how to put it. Yeah, it was really the Superman was not Supermaning, and then we're Lex Luthor. Yeah, Lex Luthor. Like Lex was weirdly flat for most of the movie. Like he didn't feel like Lex. Bro was just focusing on the fact that Superman was an alien in the first half of it, and it just didn't give Lex. As much as I hated Lex, his character built on jealousy, envy, and that Superman is not good for Earth, and it's holding back humanity. Like that wasn't at the beginning. It started showing at the end, but it's the end of the movie. Like for the first half, Lex and some other like his soldiers were like talking about just the fact that he's an alien, blah blah blah, some dumbass shit. But yeah, it just didn't give. It wasn't Lex. It wasn't Lex in my eyes until in the ending. I don't know. I didn't really like it. I didn't really like this. Like I can see that they were doing this. Like they're trying to have this political thing based off like the real world political events that are going on. I saw that they were trying to capture that into the movie, which I'm like, I'm here to watch a superhero movie. The reason why we love superhero movies is the fact that you can get to escape these things, but they're trying to drag that into the movie. I can see it was already a bad writer because, as I said, the NPCs were written horribly, except from like the side characters wouldn't be considered NPCs. But yeah, I don't know what the writers were thinking. I can see that they're trying to drag real world problems into the movie itself, but I couldn't care less. I try to ignore it. But yeah, let's touch on some cool factors, which there's very, very few for Superman. When he saved the lady on the bridge when the gigantic skyscraper was about to fall on the bridge and crush this lady, that car that wasn't starting. Then he saved that lady. Then he was rising out of the dust from the building smashing into the bridge. I was like, yeah, this is starting to give Superman vibes, the Superman ascension through the dust. I was like, yes, bro, finally, I'm feeling some Superman energy. And that's the most Superman I got through, like, until that point of the movie, to be honest. Oh yeah, this one scene where like the rest of like Lex goons were fighting Superman in the air, then he spins around, flash off all of them, like push all of them away, and then he starts spinning around with the laser sight, right? Talking about laser sight. Why did I'm getting sidetracked. Why did Superman's clone use his heat? Oh my god, I'm saying laser sight again. His heat vision more than he does. Like Superman's clone uses heat vision more than he does. It doesn't make any sense. There's so much cases where Superman could have used his heat vision and he doesn't use it. His clone uses it more than he does. I don't know, man. Anyways, going back to the cool factors. Yeah, when he spun around really fast, throwing off all the goons off him. Then he was spinning around in the sky, rotating and just doing laser heat vision all the way around, destroying everybody. That was really cool. It felt like, yes, this is Superman, bro. This is not super mid, as I said. That was cringe, but yeah, it felt like Superman. I don't know. For majority of the movie, I didn't feel that way. So I guess for that small thing, I got excited because the entire movie, I didn't get Superman. I finally got Superman at the ending. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up this video because like, I don't know, there's not much to talk about the movie. I'd say the movies would be like a 6 out of 10. That's putting it tight. Like when I originally came out of the movie, I posted on my status to my friends like, it's a 5 out of 10 movie. But yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Maybe I'm being too harsh. So 6 out of 10. The movie had like potential to be peak, but ended up being like, I don't know, bro. It ended up being a gritty struggle fest where everyone but Superman got to shine. Well, he got to shine in the ending, but still, that's at the ending. That's like a few minutes, like 2 minutes of shining. You're freaking Superman, bro. Oh my god. If this is your intro to Superman, I'd recommend not watching it. I would actually recommend not watching this if you're intro to Superman. I'd say go watch Man of Steel or the other Supermans, not this one. It's like, bro, 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 bro. By the time Superman finally taps into his full potential, it's nearly over. At least the last 15 minutes tried to redeem him, because I don't know what was going on. I really don't know what was going on. Like, at least the last 15 minutes tried to redeem him. Like 15-20 minutes tried to redeem him as Superman. But yeah, if this is your intro to like Superman, do not watch this. Go watch Man of Steel or the other Supermans, but this, no, leave this one alone. Yeah, but yeah, I'm signing out. That's all I have to say about this movie. I'll be watching How to Train Your Dragon tonight. Probably I'll release a review on that also. But yeah, all right, good night, guys. See ya.